Just 36 days to Iowa. Yes, it's time to measure in days, not weeks. Starting today, it's a sprint to the caucuses on January 3rd. And the Republican race to challenge Mitt Romney is in full swing. The latest anti-Romney candidate, Newt Gingrich, whose campaign was left for dead in the summer, still has a campaign debt, remember, starts a 3-day swing through, not Iowa, but South Carolina this morning with a big boost. The endorsement of the legendary conservative Manchester, now New Hampshire union leader. In its editorial, the newspaper also manages a veiled swipe at Romney, saying, quote, Gingrich is by no means the perfect candidate. We would rather, though, back someone with whom we may sometimes disagree than one who tells us what we think we want to hear. The endorsement is no guarantee of victory. Gingrich trails Romney by 27 points in the latest Granite State poll. And since 1976, the union leader has picked just 2 eventual nominees, Ronald Reagan in 1980 and John McCain in 2008. But the paper has given shots in the arms to insurgent candidates before, most notably Pat Buchanan in both 92 and 96. On the trail yesterday, Newt's rivals were quick to say the race is much too volatile for this endorsement to matter.
It looks like Newt's the guy right now as the chief foil against Romney, and I think they just latched onto that train.
I'm getting whiplash watching these people go up and down. It would have been unthinkable a month ago for Newt Gingrich to get the endorsement of the union leader.
I do plan to meet with the union leader. No, I'm not disappointed. That's their prerogative. I faded from first to third. And that's not exactly fading all the way down to the bottom.
The main endorsement that I'm looking forward to is the one here in Iowa on January 3rd in the caucuses.
It's like the only polls that matter are the one on Election Day, right? Well, union leader publisher Joe McQuaid will join us in just a few minutes to explain the newspaper's endorsement process. Well, is Gingrich the final anti-Romney to rise? And can he survive even 36 days of national scrutiny? In this wild year, it's premature to count anyone out. Herman Cain is trying to bounce back from his foreign policy stumbles and voter concern over sexual harassment allegations by hammering his one message that got him to the top in what the campaign calls 999, the movie.
The federal tax code is an overgrown monster, but it's not even a cool monster. It's a dorky, mechanical monster. The 999 plan is simple enough to vanquish squirrely bureaucrats, transparent enough to deter cronyism.
Back to basics there, and Rick Perry is hoping for a second look. He's trying to neutralize his immigration problem by rolling out the endorsement of none other than Arizona Sheriff Joseph Arpaio, that prominent illegal immigration opponent. He's going to be in New Hampshire with Rick Perry tomorrow. We'll see. It's been interesting to watch it. Immigration, just like 2007, it defined the primary debate, almost knocked McCain out of the race, but he did eventually survive. Immigration is something that Romney did use against McCain 4 years ago, trying to use it again successfully, it seems, against Perry. Will it work against Gingrich? It does seem to be the one issue that does have resonance with the base that seems to benefit Romney. Now, one group who still believes Romney will be the guy left standing when the primaries are over, National Democrats. The DNC today does what none of Romney's primary opponents have done just 5 weeks out from Iowa. They're going up with an ad against him. The ad is running in 6 markets. It's a very marginal buy, it looks like. Albuquerque, Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, Columbus, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Washington, D.C. Again, we're going to check to see how much money's behind it, but they are putting it in those swing state markets. Here's a taste of it.
From the creator of I'm Running for Office for Pete's Sake comes the story of 2 men trapped in one body, Mitt versus Mitt.
I will preserve and protect a woman's right to choose. The right next step is to see Roe v. Wade overturned.
2 Mitts willing to say anything.
We put together an exchange, and the president's copying that idea. I'm glad to hear that. Obamacare is bad news.
I can tell you this. Every day that President Obama or the DNC attacks Mitt Romney is a day that the folks in Boston smile. The Mitt Romney campaign wants this contrast sooner the better because they think it does help with those skeptical conservative primary voters. All right. Now that the super committee has gone bust, Congress has another chance to get something done before Christmas.